Hi Manel. Um, it's much easier from the phone. The laptop somehow doesn't work smoothly. We can try to wait for few people until everyone is in, and then we can talk. بس أنا مش عارف if I'll be able to share my screen. I'll just be speaking about it. Um, we have two more people. Hi guys. We'll just wait for 2 minutes. Uh, let's see if anyone will join us. بعد كده we will start. Hi Magdi, we're starting shortly. This I'm just trying and I open from the laptop. طيب, I will start and do it from my camera. Let me Like we can just try to. I'm not sure if it will work like this, but it can be an option as well. Let's see. I'm trying the from another browser. I hope it works. Sorry guys for the technical difficulties. It's first time I do live. I just don't know ليه ما اشتغلش على البراوزر على طول من أول مرة. بس it worked from the phone. So let's. طيب for the sake of time I'll just start with chat وبعد كده I'll take you through some slides. I hope you can see my screen. For the sake of simplicity أنا بس هطلع الديفايس. Unfortunately على Chrome I'm not able to let the live work, so I'll just do it from here, and I hope you guys so I'll just give you a brief about what I do in general and what we're talking about today. I'm Mohammed Abdeslam. I am from Synerise, where mainly احنا حابين today to talk about how AI can help your company to grow, right? So احنا at Synerise we try to help companies in the AI growth cloud, and I'll just talk about this now. To help companies in the AI growth cloud in general, and the whole idea is like if we talk about retail, نحنا would like to give the power of Amazon, like what we see with Amazon, and مثلا you can personalize recommendations to the customer. مثلا الكاستمر بتاعك داخل على الاي كوميرس and you can just كل واحد based على البيهيفير بتاعه based على previous purchases you can just recommend to them specific مثلا products. يعني النهارده اشترى موبايل فون، بكره تقدر recommend to them for example a charger or a battery or a cover مثلا. the whole idea ان الماركت دلوقتي ابتدى يتحرك من ال third party data that you acquire more and more data rather than this ان انت تركز على first party data اللي هم customers, your existing customers, right? And this needs specific tools, marketing technology tools or MarTech as we say, مش ال normal tools that right? simply لان جوجل وابل and all the operators دلوقتي اللي ماسكين devices او ماسكين براوزرز ابتدوا ان هم يمسحوا كل الهيستوري اللي الكاستمرز بيعملوه. فانت مثلا بتخش على كروم تبتدي الكوكيز بعد حوالي 7 ايام تبقى deleted، وابل كمان ابتدت تعمل تطبق نفس المواضيع اللي زي كده. ففكره third party data is dying لأن you will not be able simply to buy third party data لأن even if you bought it you will never be able to dig deep في الداتا. لأن بمعنى آخر إن أنا دلوقتي مثلا عايز أشتري third party data أو عايز أشتري segment معين من الداتا اللي هم الناس مثلا اللي في age range معين اللي بيعملوا purchases معينة والبراوزنج history بتاعهم بالشكل الفلاني. الفكرة إن البراوزنج history will be deleted, right? The whole idea now is just going to your first party data. الناس اللي اشتروا منك قبل كده أو الناس that they are visiting your website or mobile app أو any of your assets وتبتدي إن أنت تعمل personalized recommendation to them. And this would be basically the idea moving forward لأن customers now want personalization and that's how Amazon is winning. امازون واي شركه بتركز على الحته بتاعه الريتيل او الاي كوميرس بشكل عام. احنا we are an European company مركزين على حته الماركتنج تكنولوجي. بنعمل 3 حاجات. اول حاجه AI recommendations ودي اللي هنتكلم عليها النهارده بالتفصيل، ازاي ان انت تدخل AI in your website or your mobile application in 7 days. تاني حاجه real time analytics. تالت حاجة real time analytics. تالت حاجة marketing communications that you'll be able to send email campaigns, that you'll be able to communicate directly to the customer, all that stuff. تمام. احنا we have been يعني working مع كذا retailer across the region زي or across EMEA يعني if we talk about the bigger region زي IKEA زي Carrefour in Poland and France and other countries as well وكيا في كذا بلد. So we always try to help the retail companies in the personalization idea ان هم يقدروا يوصلوا للcustomers in a better way. تمام. Those some of our customers that we're working with and this is the idea, right? خلينا نبدأ بالجزء الأولاني بتاع الداتا. زي ما احنا بنقول دلوقتي the whole thing is all about data consolidation. انت محتاج تفهم الكاستمر بتاعك in a better way. محتاج ان انت تقدر تعرف الكاستمر ده البيهيفير بتاعه ايه. اشترى مني مثلا اونلاين بعد كده راح اوفلاين عمل ترانزاكشن تاني بعد كده رجع اونلاين. So I need to understand the pattern, this pattern about the customer بحيث ان انا اقدر personalize the experience ليه, right? زي دلوقتي ما بقينا نشوف مثلا ان انت ممكن تروح تخش اونلاين تبتدي تتفرج على البرودكتس وتروح تشتريها from the store immediately, right? Which we call buy online, pick up from store, and all those things. دي أول حاجة. إحنا محتاجين consolidate all the data. فيبقى عندك consolidated CRM platform بس مش normal CRM بس more of like a digital experience footprint. تبقى قادر ان انت تعرف الكاستمر ده داخل مثلا عندي في الويب سايت الوقت الفلاني عمل ترانزاكشن فلانيه بعد كده داخل على الموبايل اب اشترى الحاجات الفلانيه. وابتدينا نشوف كمان ترندز من العملاء بتوعنا زي كارفور ان لو انت عندك موبايل اب البرشيزز ار دبل لو انت ما عندكش موبايل اب. دي اول حاجه. تاني حاجه لو انت بتعمل ريكومنديشنز على الموبايل اب او على الويب سايت بتعمل دبل ريفينيو على كل purchase لان purchase بتبقى دبل الكارد فاليو بيبقى دبل لو انت عندك موبايل اب compared لحد ما عندوش. So mobile app users in general are the best, and usually they understand what they want and they are willing to
attempt to unlock the potential of maglev train.
They are willing to push themselves a bit ان هم based على الاكسبيرينس او based على اللي هم بيعملوه ان هم يشتروا اكتر based على النيد. basically ليه؟ لان الموبايل ابلكيشن usually بتبقى customized according to each and every customer behavior, right? مثلا الكاستمر بيخش اونلاين يلاقي بوب اب جايه له وتقول له مثلا based on your last visit مثلا you bought your phone, why not you have a look مثلا على accessory مثلا معينه related للتليفون، حاجات زي كده. So this helps a lot in the moving forward relationship مع each and every customer. بعد كده we take all of that, we put them together into the Cinerise AI Growth Cloud as we say, and mainly نبتدي نعمل حاجات زي predictive marketing, the AI and all that stuff. Third, we just push through the marketing, all the marketing automation channels. تمام. هبتدي دلوقتي take you through the 7 days how AI can يعني help your company or how we do it. احنا we have around 100 customers across EMEA في حتة different industries, automotive, retail، الحاجات دي كلها، بس half of them is just retail and mainly e-commerce. even بالتعاون معاهم قدرنا ان احنا خلال I would say 3-4 ايام نعمل AI implemented على الديجيتال اسيتس بتاعتهم زي الويب سايت والموبايل ابلكيشن. واي خليني اقول لكم ازاي الموضوع ده بيشتغل. and I hope you can see the screen well. if not I will still say what's written in the screen. تمام. so اول حاجه ان احنا بنبتدي نحط التراكنج كودز على الويب سايت او على الموبايل ابلكيشن. تمام. I will not talk very technical بس I will just give you a brief about what we're saying. تمام. فاول حاجه بنبتدي نimplement التراكنج كودز والويب كودز على الموبايل اب، وعلى الموبايل اب it would be an SDK، على الويب it would be tracking code. فالتراكنج كود ده بيساعدنا ان احنا نقدر نتراك الكاستمر بيهيفير بشكل عام. تمام. دي اول حاجه. تاني حاجه بنبتدي نبريبير برودكت فيد، بالذات لو انتوا عندكم لو احنا بنتكلم عن اي كوميرس او عن ريتيلر with a digital experience online، بيبقى usually you have a product feed في كل البرودكتس بتاعتك and all those details in one place. بعد كده on the same day we start training the first model بحيث نقدر نعمل similar recommendations and visual recommendations. ايه فايدة كده؟ it's very important as a retailer or as an e-commerce to have a platform تقدر ان انت تعمل منها similar recommendations على الكاستمر اشتراه. تمام. انا دلوقتي لو انا اشتريت او لو انا كنت بتفرج على موبايل فون and I didn't do a transaction, it's very important from a scientific perspective. الريبورتس بتقول ان لو انا ما اشتريتش at that point of time الموبايل فون وانا لسه بفكر في الموضوع ده, it's very important to give me options and try to help me to drive me into one of the options. تمام. فانا مثلا let's say abandoned cart، ان انا حطيت في الكارت بتاعتي Samsung S10 and I didn't convert, or whatever the phone name and I didn't convert. It's very important from a scientific perspective, marketing science، ان انا ابتدي ادور why this person didn't convert. تمام. ان احنا بنقول دلوقتي they didn't convert because of السعر غالي او they didn't convert because of they were busy. So it's very important to try to give this person options. ان احنا مثلا بنقول this abandoned cart الفاليو بتاعها X، نحاول نشوف products بالنفس الفاليو ده ونبعت للكاستمر ريكومنديشن او نبعت للكاستمر ايميل ريكومنديشن بالقصه دي. تمام. فنقول مثلا هو دلوقتي كان بيبص على سامسونج S10 وسند them an abandoned cart email. سامسونج S10 وسوني هواوي ابل and all those products with the same price range, which is giving the customer options that they can choose from. الهدف ده ايه؟ اول حاجه ان احنا نساعد الكاستمر to decide. تاني حاجه to make sure ان customer interest is not lost, and this should be in an automatic way. It shouldn't in like a manual way that you send the customer an email لو هو عمل كده. لا, it should be automatic, just automatic, right? Which is very important, بالذات you can define it per abandoned cart value or abandoned cart, for example, a product. Let's say you are a retailer and you have a partnership مع Sony. So for example, if someone just put a Samsung phone or a Sony phone or any type of those phones في الcart, we should immediately send them a campaign, for example, to finish the purchase. Either we give them 1%, 2%, or you would just push the purchase to happen through the mobile app or through the web, right? On the same day, you configure the email marketing, and basically الحاجات related to email campaigns, mobile push, especially if you have a mobile app, it's very, very important to start doing the mobile push, web push as well. تمام? And this is a snippet of the CRM, how the CRM should look like, how can you track the customer in a better way. فيبقى عندك the whole digital footprint from the mobile, from the web, all of them together on one platform. Third day, you start implementing the first recommendations on product pages, right? زي ما احنا شايفين هنا بيبقى محطوط تليفون ويبقى تحته كذا موبايل. Maybe all of us saw this in Amazon. زي ما كنا بنقول behind it there should be a marketing science. تمام؟ زي ما كنا بنقول دلوقتي مثلا ما ينفعش حد يبقى حاطط ابل ايفون مثلا that worth $2000 and will recommend them a mobile مثلا for $100, right? It's very important. Sorry. It's very important that the I hope it's you can still see it. Yes. So on the third day, زي ما كنا بنقول there should be a marketing science behind it. ان احنا مثلا زي ما بنقول الشخص ده عمل مثلا حاطط في الكارت بتاعته product for $1000. We should always try to put products in the same range. بحيث مثلا for example should be like حاطط product ب $1000, another product for recommendations اللي احنا نديها له $1100 و product تاني مثلا for example $900 or $800. What is the idea of that? أول حاجة cheaper product عشان لو المشكلة was price they can try to move ahead with a cheaper product. لو المشكلة كانت for example features wise أو حاجة for example like they didn't like the product or they didn't feel this is the right thing for them, we just try to عشان بس كده because الموبايل مش راضي يثبت. لو هو didn't buy مثلا لو هي $1000 and they didn't buy, maybe the price was high or the features was bad. For example, if it's pricing problem, you should try to recommend to them product أرخص and the price is not the problem and it was features, you could try to recommend a higher product. تمام? And then you start importing historical data. ليه historical data? أي AI engine أهم حاجة فيه هو historical data. ليه؟ لأن all the algorithms of AI would learn through historical data. كل البيهيفير اللي بيخش جوه البلاتفورم it's like input يعني garbage in garbage out زي ما احنا بنقول. بس the whole idea ان المودلز تبقى to get trained based on previous history. For example, the more data you have, the better AI algorithms والأسرع هتتعلم. طبعا if you don't have lots of data ده مش مشكلة. بس it's always better to have more data so you can have better AI algorithms or better recommendations بشكل عام. تمام؟ رابع يوم you start training زي ما كنا بنقول more models على الكارت complementary recommendations. Complementary recommendations it's shown by statistics ان هي من اهم recommendations في العالم because simply with more recommendations related to complementary to the product. مثلا انت بتحط في الكارت لو حطيت مثلا تليفون you can recommend to this شاحن مثلا وسماعة and stuff like that. It's very very important and it helps increasing the cart value by at least 50%. تمام؟ it's very important to try to train the models ان هي recommend. مثلا لو انت بتبيع يعني مثلا شفناها برضو in our case مع Carrefour, someone if they are buying مثلا let's say tomatoes مثلا وعيش مثلا حاجه زي كده, you come to them a third product like جبنه for example, or if someone is buying breakfast, recommend products related to the breakfast, right? So it's very important ان يبقى في complementary products so it can increase the cart value at least by 50%. تمام. Same day you try to implement the product sets, ويمكن دي حاجة احنا we have been seeing it مع Amazon so much. You see something and you tell you at the end, for example, people buy this product with other products, which is we call product set. And the whole value of the product set, first of all, you give the customer better value in general, then you're providing them more stuff, more products related to each other, so it's like a bundle. Secondly, it can be better priced as well. So for you as a retailer, you're willing to sell the 3 products together and give a better price to the customer, maybe 5% discount, but you're selling the 3 products related to each other together. Third, you بتفرق نفسك عن competition, which is very, very important. دلوقتي if you talk about the retail or if you talk about the e-commerce, the market is so crowded with lots of solutions, so it's very important ان انت تقدر distinguish نفسك عن competitors by the experience that you provide. And that's how Amazon is growing day after day. مظبوط. ده first day. وبعد كده start implementing AI search. فكرة ال AI search بشكل عام for retailers ان هي تقدر تساعد ال retailers ان هم يعملوا better experience او يمونتايز الداتا. بمعنى ان انا دلوقتي لو عايز ابتدي عندي campaign وعندي lots of data, عندي بيانات كتيرة عن العملاء بتوعي وعن الديجيتال بروفايل بتاعهم, هم بيخشوا عندي بيعملوا ايه, البرودكتس اللي هم اشتروها, all the previous transactional history, all that stuff in one place. اقدر ان انا اروح مثلا لو انا let's say grocery, اقدر ان انا اروح ده اللي حصل عندنا في الكيس بتاع كارفور, and they will be able they went to Lavazza as القهوة وقالوا لهم يا جماعة احنا دلوقتي we have lots of data, نقدر ان احنا نعمل لكم كامبين نتارجت بس الكاستمرز اللي بيشتروا القهوه for example for the past 1 month with a specific price range, بحيث ان احنا هنعمل لهم ايميل ماركتنج كامبين و push notification just for the those coffee lovers. We just target them, right? So instead of yourself just using the data, you start monetizing those data مع your vendors. So for example لو انت electronics, you go to Samsung, for example, you target the people that they are using iPhone, because as part of the platform, you're able to see the history, or you'll be able to see the platform. Customers دلوقتي بيستخدم Apple, بيستخدم iOS 12.0.1, I don't know, stuff like that. Be able to track all of that just in one place, right? So it helps you to do lots of campaigns, lots of possibilities from the data, and we call it data monetization. مظبوط؟ بعد كده اليوم الخامس you start training next models. So دايما بنقول تقدر باستمرار ان انت تحسن الالجوريثمز and models that you're working with. تمام. not just زي ما بنقول ان انت عندك 2 or 3 models you're just working with them. اليوم السادس you start sending automated emails with recommendations. كل الكلام اللي احنا بنقوله ده كان mainly على الويب سايت او على الموبايل اب, بس انت محتاج ان انت دلوقتي عندك for example ايميل كامبين, عندك الايميل ادرس, عندك الموبايل فون, عندك الكاستمر عنده موبايل اب عاملها انستول, تقدر ان انت تبعت بقى الكامبينز, تبعت الحاجات دي كلها through those channels. بعد كده 7 days you start training and implementing personalized recommendations. زي ما احنا شايفين هنا for example it can be visual recommendation, it can be several types of recommendation. مثلا الشخص ده كان بيتفرج على جزمه لونها احمر, تقدر ان انت تريكومند them جزم لونها احمر تانية. for example كان بيشوف جزمه نايكي, they recommend جزمه بوما, recommend other type of shoes just in one place. تمام. بعد كده you start adding personalization to the AI search. في الاخر it's very important, goes back to the recommendations او عن and how you personalize the recommendation to a specific customer. تمام. It's not just about the sending email campaigns or sending push notifications. It's all about recommending something to someone or recommending an experience to someone based على البيهيفير بتاعهم او based على اللي هم بيعملوه. فدول 7 days that we wanted to mention. كان نفسي ان انا نقدر نشير السكرين beside what we're doing, بس unfortunately maybe next time I'll just use this a different tool, the Facebook Live, بحيث ان احنا نقدر تبقى اسهل لنا نقدر نشوف the screen في نفس الوقت وانا بتكلم. بس طبعا لو الناس اللي بتتفرج لو حد عنده اي سؤال، لو حد حابب يسأل اي حاجة more than welcome يبعتها لي on the private او يبعتها on the group. more than welcome to help and share more information whenever needed. في حد من الموجودين see some people موجودين حابب يسأل أي حاجة؟ Thank you guys very much for joining us يوم السبت. أنا عارف it's an off day طبعا, بس thank you so much for joining and I hope there was some notes كانت مفيدة. ولو في أي سؤال please feel free to ask me, send it on the group or send it somewhere here private or anything. I'll be more than happy to answer يعني. Thank you so much and have a great evening. Thank you.